It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks under the lights on Sunday night.
Well, the city of Seattle known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field. Welcome again, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Seahawks set to go on offense here, and it is the Pro Bowler Geno Smith at quarterback, Charles, in his 12th NFL season.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Now they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
The line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Play action. It's Smith. That is incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for, and 10 right near the 30-yard line. So the Packers make their way out for the first time, and it's Jordan Love that has the keys to the car here in his 5th season as a pro and 2nd as a starter.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential, and he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10. At about the 32. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks.
Drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed.
Routes just like this, they want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On play action. Love to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Love. Looking middle, and that's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. We're scoreless after 1. The pack. Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them up and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Smith now to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. They'll get that to Charbonnet. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Geno. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Making that play on the
front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Packers. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now McManus for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Hardly any time. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Smith. They've got his man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throw out wide to Walker. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This one goes underneath to Walker. Just a gain of a couple there, and it's 2nd down. Again, Smith. Going the out route, and he connects with Fant. He's going to go out.
I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He completes this to Walker. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Straight ahead, Walker. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It's a 39-yard attempt right. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
We just watched a solid first half from the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this?
More of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now a 3rd and 6. Love looking to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So it's certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game, that punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will...
Matt LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
Now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. He'll get this complete to the tight end, Barner. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Off of play action, here's Smith. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to take the... Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now the Packers get set to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard.
Not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Love now. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft from 21 yards away. And the Packers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Give him a gain of down. Geno now to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Smith. Walker with a grab, left side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but
and they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Jacobs. They'll get this halfway home on a gain of 4.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Love will sneak it, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Packers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Throwing is Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now it's Smith. He's going to let it fly. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout. That play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On now is the Packers punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be 37 yards and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Walker. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. 2nd down and 4. Back to throw, Smith. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another props for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Smith. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One last throw here for Smith. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time is run out on this ball game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team